Today on Mike Attempts, Campfire roasting sticks. Telescoping forks are nice, but they're too short, requiring you to get uncomfortably close to the fire. These were only a couple dollars each and they're beginning to fail. Fully extended, the length is just over 34 inches. I'm going to reuse the stainless steel forks, but you can pick up stainless rod if you need to bend your own. At first, I thought 3/8 inch rebar would be a good choice. However, after cutting the 10-foot piece in half, the ladies said,
"Too heavy."
Kinda heavy.
So I picked up two 4-foot pieces of 3/16 inch cold rolled steel rod. It's a foot shorter, but much more manageable than the rebar. I cut 10-inch pieces from an old broomstick for the handles, and used a 3D printed center finder to mark the location for the holes. The handles are too long for my drill press, so I'm going to attempt to make the holes straight with a drill block. The block can also be used on corners or cylindrical surfaces, so the bottom isn't flat. I used a piece of plastic as a flat surface for the block and drilled the holes 3 inches deep. Then I rounded off the ends of the handles sanded them smooth, and gave them a coat of boiled linseed oil. I ground one end of each rod to a dull point, clamped them in place, and started welding. Flipped them over, and welded the other side. I cleaned them up on the wire wheel, removed the excess weld with the belt grinder, and finished them up with the flap disc. It took longer than expected, but I think they turned out pretty good. To provide some level of corrosion resistance, I decided to treat the steel rods with super glue. I thoroughly cleaned them with acetone and applied the bluing. The chemical reaction causes an almost instant color change, but it has no effect on stainless steel. I rinsed them off with a wet rag, and then wiped them dry. The finish is a little dull, so I rubbed on some boiled linseed oil. Be sure to wipe off the excess though, or it'll get tacky. The holes I drilled earlier don't leave any room for the epoxy, so I increased the diameter. Then I used a triangle file to cut small grooves at the end of each rod. This will help to make a better bond inside the handles. Some quick setting epoxy should do the trick. I mixed it up with a wooden grill skewer, lined each hole, and slid in the rods. The final length is just under 5 feet. Now I can roast hot dogs without feeling like my face is gonna melt off. Feel free to rate this video, add your comments and questions below, and subscribe for more.